Hello, my name is Daltonics. I normally make silly games in Unity, but recently I've been making games in SFML, a 2D library for C++, and most recently learning 3D graphics from people such as 3D Sage or Biscuit on YouTube, or even One Lone Coder. That's a good one. Since the last video on my engine, I've done several things, such as add vertex painting, as you can see from the colorful title picture here. We've added scene switching, a more robust implementation of the sound manager, better light settings such as fall off, brightness, ambient, the nice IMG UI light shader here, and things such as that. To screw around with it, I needed to make a scene loader because, well, Unity's got one, Unreal's got one. I've never used Godot, but assumedly Godot has something like that, where I needed to clear the vertex buffer out and actually be able to load new data in to load a new scene. And that was something that took a little bit. I had never actually used shaders before. I'd coddled myself and never just had to deal with it. So in learning OpenGL, I'm learning that, well, you really just fill the buffer once and you manipulate the data through shaders, and you display it through shaders, and you do everything through shaders. Shaders have kind of become magic to me in the last week or two. And because of that, and all the buffer switching and scene switching management we've made now, we can do, well, why is it red? Oh, because I made the light color red. Oops. We can do things like this, where, oh, I added a collision library and it's acting goofy. That one's not fully implemented yet, but things like this, it's very reminiscent of Ultra Kill or old style Doom, but this is the current state of it. I want collision to be added, but this is all, the way I've set up the scene is actually just one massive mesh that's not multiple objects. Like this is a wall, but it's a wall that's a part of this object. It's all one mesh I've just morphed in Blender. It's really weird looking. Here's an example of something that's just one mesh. If we go inside of it, we can see that those continents aren't actually like separate objects placed on the sphere. They're just a part of it. I've just, as a reference here, we could just like grab a section and we could pull it out, and it remains just one object, even though we get all sorts of variation, or we could do walls or doors or whatever. So that's not really going to work for later on, because I can't really get collision to play nice with that. I'm using the bullet library for physics. It's a robotics library, and I've never used it before. It's quite the learning experience, but I think everything's going to need to be its own object, or I'm going to have to figure out something to do with that there. So yeah, that's about it for the weekly update on the engine. I'm trying to do it at least weekly. I know I kind of dropped everything on the channel for more than half a year since I quit modding games, but that's a story for a different time. So thank you guys. If you're interested in seeing more about the engine, then drop a like or hit the subscribe button. It would really help me. Thank you.